From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
All right, I have a session in 17 minutes, so this is going to be quick. All right, so I had heard a rumor that Soyuz was coming out with a new microphone. So I emailed my buddy Pavel, the GM over there in Soyuz, Russia, and he was like, "Hello, it is Ambisonic." And I'm like, "What?" So apparently, Soyuz is coming out with an Ambisonic microphone. Check this out. So I was able to get on the phone with Scotty over there, head of sales. And Scotty's such a cool guy. Check this out, actually. You will never believe this. Hold on. I got to find this. Analogprints.net. So Scotty does this artwork, and you may have seen some of this art on the cover of Tape-Op magazine. It's really incredible stuff. So I got a chance to talk to Scotty about his art, but also about what's going on at Soyuz. So this is a picture of just the head. This is all I can show you, but I found out quite a bit. I can't tell you everything quite yet, but this fall, about quarter three, mid Q3, maybe early Q4, 2023, they are planning to release an Ambisonic microphone, 4-channel input, four microphone heads on this thing, for spatial recording. And it really is, when you talk about Soyuz, right? You're talking about high quality, you're talking about amazing sound, you're talking about, and the thing I like about Soyuz, right? I mean, here, obviously, the 017 FET is like a beautiful version of what you kind of imagine the tonality of a vintage U87, right? So, I mean, there's a richness to the sound of their products. And I expect nothing different from this Ambisonic microphone. And, if you've ever used an Ambisonic microphone, at first it's like, what the hell do I do with this thing? But imagine this thing on like drum overheads. Imagine this thing on like just any sort of recording where you want to capture the feeling of the essence of a room, of space, of giving like a detailed sense of space within a soundscape. I mean, I think, and you say to yourself, well, what would I do in terms of voiceover or content creation or just, recording just voice? Think about this for a second. Think about what you could do. Think about what you could do with a 3D soundscape with your voice. Think about the storytelling possibilities of taking an Ambisonic microphone and being able to kind of range around the thing, right? And I mean, here you're just getting a flat sounding, reproduction of my voice, right? One microphone, one point of contact, one point of entry into the soundscape is coming from this flat surface right here. And, we all talk about like 3D and presence within the depth and blah, 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 blah. But this is real depth. This is actual, real, true, physical depth. And you get to, like with an Ambisonic microphone, right? If you have 4 inputs like this, you record each of them separately. And then you can change in the mix where you want the signal to come from, to emanate from, whether you want it to be like really spread out or kind of more compact and really spaced, somewhere distinctively, definitively within the soundscape, right? So imagine that. Imagine you can do that with your voice. And now with immersive audio, right? Immersive audio is a thing now. And being able to create immersive audio, in your space, usually is a task. It's a task I don't think a lot of us feel like we could accomplish in our spaces. But with an Ambisonic microphone like that, I mean, my head is kind of spinning at all the potential possibilities. Maybe some of them work, maybe some of them don't. But wow, when you really think about what you can do with just, not just voiceover, but really just anything with a microphone like that. And of course, you can record just using one of the heads and just record it mono, or you can record it stereo, but you record all 4 of these microphone heads at the same time. And you create this beautiful space. And honestly, I think that immersive audio is going to be a lot. I've heard people say, "Oh, it's a fad," right? It's like quad sound. It's like 5.1. But I mean, 5.1 survived pretty long, and 5.1 evolved into immersive audio. And now think about this for a second. Why would immersive audio be a format that catches on big, other than the fact that it's cool, right? As we consume more and more content on small screens, like your phone. I mean, come on. You've watched a TV show. You've maybe watched a movie on your phone. And the experience suffers, somewhat visually. But, if you're into it, if you're into the TV show, if you're into whatever, I mean, you just kind of like your brain falls into it and the screen kind of fades away. But the thing is, the sound generally when you're watching on a small screen is pretty, undynamic. That's why immersive audio creates like a large soundscape for your ears to exist in that kind of really enhances the experience of watching on a small screen. So really your experience, your mind really computes all of this data, the visual and the oral data, as like a bigger experience. So immersive audio, even just when you're talking about content consumption, is, I think, really a huge opportunity to create something that's more compelling for your audience. So I do think that ambisonic microphones do have a place in what we do. And I'm really excited to see what Soyuz is coming up with. I don't know what the name is. I can tell you this much, that they are very, very, very high on this product. So they really feel like this is going to be pretty amazing. So my enthusiasm comes from the enthusiasm I felt from both Pavel and from Scotty, and I really think that this is going to be cool. So stay tuned. More details, I will let you know more as I get more information and as I am permitted to reveal more information. But I know a little bit more than I'm saying, and trust me when I try to say it without saying it. Wow! All right, so use Ambisonic microphone, and yeah. Let's talk about this. And if you want to chat about this over at the Microphone Assassin Discord server, otherwise known as the After Party, it's really a great hang, man. We've been talking about so much stuff. I mean, if you are into microphones the way that some of us are, I mean, really, this is such a great place. It's like a support group for your microphone addiction. So come and hang. There's a link in the description. All right. Oh, man, I got to go. Session soon. All right. Hey, leave a comment. Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.